I'm here for you guys to ask any questions. You guys can raise your hands and ask away. All right, Vanessa, what's up? Hey, what happened to Amanda? I haven't seen Amanda since the event. Hey, Vanessa, sweetheart, you're pinned. You can mute yourself.
There you go. It wasn't letting me. Sorry.
Hey, what's up? How are ya?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm absolutely incredible. So, what's going on with you? How are ya? Any questions you have for me?
Can't think on top of my head, but I just started a couple weeks ago. One thing that I have been struggling with is just staying positive and just getting out of my comfort zone. Yeah, I have this problem where because I'm new, making my first sale is a little bit complicated because I don't have my own results yet. And so I have to rely on other people's results to show.
So that's all false belief, right? Because there's loads of people that come in here and they don't have first sales and they still make first sales. Everyone at a point in time didn't have sales. So I don't want you to start thinking that things are hard, all right? Things are easy. Awesome.
That's something you gotta subtract.
Yeah, see, that's something you got to subtract, sweetheart. Awesome. All right. Any other questions? Guys, raise your hands if you have any questions for me. Asai, what's up, man? How are you? Can't hear you. You're muted. Looks like he's lost. He got
There you
the
go.
spotlight. Hey, what's up, man? How
All
are
right.
you?
I'm doing great, feeling blessed. Just this
Awesome.
past week is a lot has changed since the event, and I'm just so blessed to have these new things that I can implement and really make the decision for the rest of this time being me being here, which I believe will be the rest of my life to just get better at what I'm doing. But my question is, I do have negative thoughts that arise sometimes. But my question to you is like, how do you subtract your negative thoughts? Like, how do you do that for yourself?
Easy. If it serves me, then I keep it. If it doesn't serve me, then I get rid of it. For instance, what was I doing recently that I had negative thoughts on? I did something recently that I had negative thoughts about. If it's productive for me, and we're all going to get
Mm.
negative thoughts. I don't think that I don't get negative thoughts because I'm junior, right? No, I get negative thoughts as well. However, I'm just hyper aware of it. So whenever it happens, I make a decision. Hey, is this going to be beneficial to me? If it's not, then why am I thinking about it?
Like that.
Make sense?
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Love it.
Thank you.
Perfect. Anyone else that has any questions? Going once, going twice. And we got Robert in the house. What's going on, man? How are ya? You're muted.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, mine was pretty basically the same thing that he asked, but I wanted to take it a little further. Can we use, I know I have a lot of mental things that I can subtract, but can we use physical things as well to subtract? Like time, something we're doing that's taking our time up that we could subtract to free up that time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, for instance, one of the things that I've subtracted, like a physical thing, is I wanted to accomplish something, which thank God I've been able to accomplish. And I realized that the reason why I wasn't able to accomplish it is because I spent a lot of my time traveling, right? Physically going from a place from point A to point B. And all I did to make a change and buy back more of my time is literally just say, hey, I'm going to make a decision to not travel at this hour and this hour, because if I do that, then the direct consequence would be I will be stuck in traffic during this time. So I added more time in my life by subtracting certain things that I did. And this can go for mowing the lawn, right? Every single, some personal stuff, every single year, my mother would come to my house. She says, hey, Junior, why don't you just buy a lawnmower and fucking mow your own lawn? The money that you spent on the fucking lawnmower people, like you'd be saving money. I'm just like, absolutely, I'd be saving money. However, now I just added something else that I need to do in my life and subtracted it. And I don't want to be a fucking lawnmower, right? That's not my job. That's not what I want to be with my life. Of course, I subtracted it.
Yes.
It will make sense.
Yes, that makes a
If
lot
you
of,
have anything, so you can subtract everything.
that makes a lot of sense. Thanks.
No worries. All right. Kayla Ricard, what's up, sir? How are you?
There we go. I said my name right. Not everyone does. I feel so. I guess my question is, how did you even get started? I know the philosophy and understand the philosophy of subtracting to add. I feel like at this stage with my affiliate marketing journey, I'm stuck. I feel like these instructions are laid out in front of me, but for me personally, I feel like it's difficult for me to figure out where to go from there. Like, I've been given these instructions, but I feel like there's more to it. I feel like I'm not receiving all of the information that I can. Does that make sense? This is my first live that I've joined as well.
So it sounds like you're not much in a journey, you're more in a pit hole. You feel it
Pretty
marketing
much.
pit holes.
Yeah, you could say that, yes.
Yeah, so where did I get started? I got started with one of my clients who gave me an opportunity. I made a decision that I would be an asset to him and his organization. See, most of us, we have this belief that we are the center of the universe and everything revolves around us. And I realized also that I can't take care of myself. However, if I become an asset to somebody else that can provide for me, then they'll just provide for me, right? It's like I'm not gonna say that, but it's actually, it doesn't matter. Again, it's like the housewife analogy, right? Like a housewife, hey, if I just take care of the fucking house, my husband will take care of me and I'll be amazing. I don't have to do anything of it, right? So I had that idea. If I just be a super valuable asset to somebody else outside of myself, I can have this business owner, this company take care of all of my needs for me. So that's what I did, right? Most of us, we get bombarded with, oh, I want to make a lot of money. I want to do this for me. I have this with my family. I have that thing with my family. And what tends to happen is we get so self-involved where the only thing that matters is just us. And then we don't actually think about anyone else outside of ourselves. And again, affiliate marketing is about sales. And if you're not selling a customer, who's buying, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Hope that helped. It's a pleasure meeting you. Congratulations for attending. Welcome.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
No worries. Danielle, what's going on? How are you? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Hi.
You were beautiful Florida to not wearing a sweater. See, beautiful Florida weather to not wearing a sweater.
It was a little chilly in Florida at this time of night. Maybe, but to me, I'm in Texas and anything less than 70 it requires a sweater.
I agree, actually. Everything under 70, and I would beg to say 75 requires a sweater.
Yeah, if it's not shining for sure.
What's the temperature of our house right now, Elise? Well, my house is 81 degrees. That's why I'm not wearing a sweater.
Oh, see, I can't 68 because then it just gets too hot.
Hi, Johnny.
Presley has
Hey,
been
what's
waiting.
up? How are
Anyway,
ya?
he said, "How are you?"
Good.
Aw.
I did go to Didi house.
Okay. We were at Gigi's house earlier. She does this every
Gigi
Monday
must-
and she cheers for everybody when we do success at the beginning. So
Aw.
anyway, so my question is, how do you advise getting past self-sabotage when it comes to an irrational fear of success?
How do I overcome self-sabotage?
Yeah, when it comes to having an irrational fear of success.
I attack first this irrational fear of success. Why do I have this? Why is it irrational? Why do I have a fear of success? I can't attack the self-sabotage first. I need to attack first and foremost the root of the issue, which is why am I afraid to succeed? All right, I'm born to succeed. What do you think you're born to fail? Is that what you think biologically you were created for? Do you think lions and tigers and bears, do you think like they wake up in the morning and they say, hey, I was engineered to actually fail? Do you think that's what they do? Or do you think they go out there in life and just go hunt and go get it?
Yeah, I think they hunt and go get it. And that's why I say it's an irrational fear, because logically I know these things. I guess what happens just on instinct is very different.
You overthink. And because you overthink, you're then creating these feedback loops, these conversations in your head that only you are having, no one else is having.
Agreed.
So when are you going to stop overthinking?
You make it sound okay. I will start with
Did that help?
Yeah. It's not the first time I've heard it. My brain just does the loop-de-loop thing, and I've become aware of it. So I attempt to
Okay.
before it happens. Sometimes I'm not aware of it until after it has already happened, and then I'm backpedaling. So mindset, gratitude, affirmations is something that I still work on. It's a daily process. So
Absolutely perfect. I think you got it figured out already.
just keep going then, right? Well, I
Absolutely.
figured out because of you in the community, but I didn't know if there was like anything else that I could be focused on or be doing. So
You're doing absolutely great right now.
thank you.
Awesome. Isabella, what's going on? How are you? How are you?
Okay, it worked. Amazing. I have been dealing with being sick a lot these past few weeks, and this is important because of past events when my mental health get out of control. And these past few weeks, because of all change and the overwhelming, I am afraid a lot and have let fear control me. So I have been incredibly sick and have almost not been able to get better. And you said this, I'm full and I need to let go of the negativity in order to let the positivity in. And I think I know the answer, but I need to hear it so my brain can think of something else than being so afraid it makes me physically ill, if that makes sense.
What do you want me to tell you? That you shouldn't be like, you should be afraid, you shouldn't be afraid? What do you want me to tell you?
That's a good question. I think that, like you said to Danielle, go hunt.
Yeah, go hunt. Happy hunting, right? I feel we put too much power into these things, and sweetheart, you shouldn't be feeling physically sick, right? You have to be able to control that shit, right? Who's in control? You or your emotions? Which one? Who's
Trust
in
me, it's
control? Is it your emotions
I'm
controlling
being
you?
bitter.
Emotions?
It's hard,
No, it's easy. You're the one making it hard.
Junior.
No worries, sweetheart. No worries. I'm glad I could help. Fernando, what's going on, Fernando? How are ya? Look at his last name.
Can't pronounce it as Pillo because it's a Latin
Oh.
Spanish last name.
How are you, man?
Good, Johnny. Nice to meet you. The first time here. I'm a guest.
It's a pleasure. Where are you from? You're from which part?
I'm calling from Montreal, but I'm Mexican. I'm from
Montreal?
Mexico. Yeah.
Mexican? Okay. Man, I
But
love
how about-
Mexico.
Thank you, brother. I have a question a bit besides of the topics that you guys been talking because I got a bit late on the call. But I have a question for you. How do you send your offers? Because as an affiliate marketing, you have to prospect a service to solve an X problem. How do you prospect those people that are in that X problem when you offer the solution?
How do I prospect? You said?
How do you prospect the people that you're gonna offer your solutions?
My job isn't really prospecting. So like, for instance, right now, I'm not prospecting, right?
I know that you're not prospecting right now, you're way advanced to that. But us as a beginner, somehow when you started, you do prospect. Otherwise, you're gonna be able to be where you are. So now you're way too advanced. How do you start it? That's my question. How do you start prospecting to offer your products or solutions?
So when I first got started, I swear to you, I literally picked up my phone. I went to Biscayne Boulevard in Miami, North Miami, I believe. I literally picked up my phone and I called every single freaking business owner, probably like 100 different business owners, calling to sell them my service. Did I even know what services I was going to be offering? Not really, but I didn't have any option besides, hey, I need to figure out something and I need to sell somebody something. So it was never about the products that I was ever selling. If that
It was
answers
about
your
your
question.
service. A bit. It wasn't what I was expecting, but it's respectable. You were canvassing all the businesses.
So say that last time because I didn't think I caught it.
You were canvassing all the businesses. You were knocking doors. Every single door you knocked it. You knock the door
Yeah.
until you find the door open. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty much knocking enough doors. And that's how I figured out prospecting and stuff like that. Even now, I don't personally do any prospecting. People normally come to me. So that's also right now, my answer would be a little bit different now.
Yeah, obviously. But I was referring to your starter when you started. That's us. When we start, we have to start at a certain point, more or less in the same way
Yes.
that you started. We might reach your level, we might not reach your level, depends on everyone. The starting point, how do you did it? That was my question.
My starting point was knocking on freaking doors, man. Knocking on doors, literally getting told no every 2 seconds from a different person, and just having the gonads and the wants and the resilience just keep falling and keep going. Yeah.
Good one. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Emmanuel, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Junior. How are you?
I'm feeling fantastic.
Yeah, it's good. My question,
Do you have any?
yeah, my question is, when you got started, did you have a lot of like programs that you joined?
I have money.
Oh, you didn't have any money? Okay, yeah. Because I think that's what my problem is. Because, like you said, we're full. So I think that's where I am. I'm full. So I know I got to cut some things out.
I can sell you more shit if you want. Yeah, absolutely. So I actually, when I got started, I couldn't really afford any programs or training and stuff like that. There was one training that I had. Actually, I bought a few trainings actually. I'm thinking about it. I bought this one training teaching me solo ads, which obviously didn't work. I got this other training by Ty Lopez teaching me social media management or some shit like that. I don't remember. I didn't really go through it. Drop shipping, all that shit. And then I bought the last program that I bought was from Billie Jean. It was for $9.97. But yeah, I didn't buy a lot of programs. I didn't have the money to buy them. If I probably did have the money, I'd buy a lot of programs. But I feel like it's not just about programs. You can't just think in the form of programs. It's about your productivity. You took my class not so long ago, right? It has nothing to do with the programs that you're buying. It's okay. Am I taking the right direction? If your learning mechanism, as I covered, right? If your learning mechanism is off, right? You can buy 10 fucking different things with 10 in a different direction. Whereas if your learning is going to take you in the right direction, then you don't have to invest in a bunch of things. So you're just doing the one learning mechanism.
Okay, thank
I hope
you.
that
I
answers your
appreciate it. Yeah, that does. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely awesome. Amazing. Jason, what's going on, man? How are you?
Now I see why everybody's having a problem with the unmute. It pops up a box and you got to see it. My first time here. Sorry, voice is lost a little bit. I saw Danielle and her struggles, and then I saw Isabella, and I'm like, okay, if anything, I wanted to let Isabella know. She motivated me to speak up and say something. Just I can relate to the mentalities that I'm seeing here. I've dipped my toes in affiliate marketing just a little bit, just learning the basics of it, not really got too far, but the mental self-sabotage is real. I wish I could just take the things you're saying. Some of them, I'm picking up a lot of things that are really, really sticking, but there's a switch. There's a switch in my mind that I just can't find just to turn it off so I don't fall back in that looping negative thought and the constant self-sabotage. And said, I'm really enjoying listening to you. I like what you say and how you say it. It fits really well. I don't know if I really so much have a question other than where's that light switch? If you could tell me what corner of the brain it's hiding in, I can find it and hopefully turn it off so I can stop with the constant mental torment. But I feel like I'm really enjoying this, and I think this is going to help a lot more than anything else that I've looked into. I appreciate it much.
No worries. And to your disappointment, there's no switch that we can turn off. And it's all about just awareness. And the more that you practice, the more that you become aware, and the more that you manually hit that override button, the more second nature it becomes, right? It's just like anything, right? Before you know it, you do it a lot of times or enough times, and you don't even notice, you just automatically just turn it off.
Yeah, it's a hard thing I'm finding greatly. I feel within the last year, I've found that I guess I've got a little more ADHD issues that I'm dealing with. I didn't realize I had, but I'm finding a lot of things that are helping me out with that. But yeah, it's just getting to that one point, making that one move where I really can mentally make those changes. The word I'm looking for, the actually taking and applying it, making action versus writing it down and forgetting I wrote it down, never looking back at it.
Right.
That's all. Thank you.
No worries, man. Awesome. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being here also, man. Awesome. Lucy, what's up? Lucy, last person. Lucy, how are ya?
I'm doing good. Thank you, Junior. So my question is, at what point do I Because, okay, so if I have to make a decision on something and my tendency is to overthink, at what point can I either stop myself? At what point do I cross the line from making a decision and thinking whatever needs to be done to overthinking? Where do
Well, I think I understand that question, and please correct me if I don't. What point, the moment that you realize you're overthinking, why would you you realize you're overthinking and then let it, why would rampant? Right? The moment you see yourself slipping, catch it and stop it. No?
Yes, but I think because it's so not ingrained, but I have practiced it for so long that knowing the difference between, okay, at this point, I'm overthinking and recognizing that point. So I think that's where I'm a little stuck on, is that to stop myself from overthinking and letting that go on. I want to back up and say, okay, at this point, I'm overthinking. So maybe I'm making too much of it, but yeah, because it's such a habit.
Yeah, it is an absolute habit. And one of the things that I've realized is that it doesn't really take me that long to make a decision. And anytime it takes longer than, let's just say, 5 seconds to make a decision, that's considered overthinking.
Okay.
All right. Hopefully that also helps. But there's so many different situations that we just all overthink in, or we use, and absolutely, it should be one of the things that we subtract. We all should subtract. We have that overthinking video in the portal. You should have it by now. Overthinking video. And also, before everyone leaves, I want you guys to talk about what you guys were talking about yesterday. Lucy, just crossed how long? How much did you cross? Like, how much did you make so far with us?
I miscalculated. I misunderstood the question from last night. And so I'm closer to 4,000. So I'm up to a little over 4,000.
That's sexy. 4,000 schmickeronis. That's amazing. Guys, can you believe Lucy has made $4,000 online? Can we give it up for Lucy, please?
Woohoo!
Let's go, Lucy.
Thank
That's
you.
incredible.
Yeah, Lucy.
That is sexy.
Yeah,
Couldn't do it without
that's
you guys, with all of you.
That's
And
incredible.
thank you for all of this, Junior.
You did that in the last 3 weeks.
Yes, it has been in the last 3 weeks.
Absolutely incredible. Anyways, guys, again, thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you guys' time. It was absolutely amazing class today. Anyways, please make sure that you guys do your assignments. Go inside of the Monday class discussions. Take ownership. Hey, motherfucker, I'm full and I got to subtract some shit. Anyways, guys, awesome. Thank you guys so much for your time. I'll see you guys later. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Junior.
Bye, guys. Thanks for